You must immediately check your time machine's protective capsule integrity. This is your only shield against the toxic atmosphere. Seal any cracks or damage to your capsule using the emergency repair kit. The atmosphere contains deadly levels of methane and carbon dioxide. Your oxygen supply is limited. Calculate remaining air by checking the pressure gauge. You have approximately 6 hours of breathable air. Scan the environment through your viewport. The landscape is alien. Hot, acidic oceans and volcanic activity dominate the horizon. Do not, under any circumstances, attempt to exit the capsule without full protection. The atmospheric pressure alone would crush you. Check your radiation detector. The young Earth's surface radiation levels are extreme due to lack of ozone layer protection. Your emergency beacon must be activated within the first 5 minutes. Future rescue teams will lock on to this temporal distress signal. Conserve your oxygen by remaining calm and controlling your breathing. Panic will increase your consumption rate by up to 300%. Deploy your capsule's thermal shields. Surface temperatures fluctuate between 140 to 300 degrees Fahrenheit due to greenhouse gas effects. You must document your coordinates using the temporal positioning system. This is crucial for rescue team calculations. Monitor the external acid rain sensors. The primitive atmosphere produces highly corrosive precipitation that can damage your capsule. Check your water recycling systems. You'll need to maintain hydration while minimizing resource consumption. Your survival depends on staying within the capsule's protective environment. The outside world is completely hostile to human life. Set up your emergency power cells to maintain life support. Without power, your capsule becomes your tomb within 2 hours. Monitor geological activity indicators. The unstable crust could produce devastating earthquakes or volcanic eruptions nearby. Deploy impact cushions if tremors are detected. Your capsule must remain upright to maintain critical life support functions. Use your emergency radio to scan all frequencies. Though rescue may take days, maintaining communication readiness is essential. Check your food supplies and ration them immediately. Calculate 2,000 calories per day for up to 7 days of survival. Your waste management systems must be functioning properly. In a sealed environment, toxic buildup can become lethal within hours. Monitor your mental state hourly. The psychological stress of temporal isolation can lead to dangerous decision-making. Keep your emergency knife accessible. If capsule integrity fails, you may need to quickly cut through restraints or blocked exits. Your rope should be coiled and ready. In case of capsule instability, you may need to secure yourself to prevent injury. Use the tarp to create additional insulation layers if thermal shields fail. Every degree of protection matters in this environment. Your compass will be useless due to the different magnetic field configuration of ancient Earth. Rely on digital navigation only. Document everything you observe. If rescue fails, your data could be invaluable to future temporal exploration teams. Remember, your only goal is survival until rescue. Any scientific exploration would mean certain death in this hostile environment. Keep your emergency flares accessible but secure. They may be crucial for signaling rescue teams in low visibility conditions. Your primary enemy is time itself. Each hour increases risks of system failures and decreases rescue probability. Monitor all capsule seals hourly. Even microscopic breaches can allow deadly atmospheric gases to seep in gradually. Remember your training. This scenario was covered in temporal emergency protocols. Follow them exactly to maximize survival odds. Your first task is securing an airtight shelter within 15 minutes. The toxic atmosphere will kill you quickly. Locate your time machine's emergency shelter pod. It contains a pressurized environment and filtration system. If the pod is damaged, you must immediately put on your emergency pressure suit. Check all seals thoroughly. Scan the alien landscape for large rock formations or deep caves. These can be sealed to create a livable space. Your survival kit contains industrial sealant. Use it to patch any cracks or openings in your chosen shelter. The atmosphere contains high levels of methane and sulfur dioxide. Even brief exposure can cause severe damage. Set up your portable air purifier within the shelter. It will need replacing every 48 hours using backup filters. Your water supply must come from your emergency rations. Surface water is highly acidic and contaminated. Calculate your remaining water supply. Each person needs 2 liters per day minimum to survive. The extreme surface temperature fluctuates between 70 degrees Celsius and minus 20 degrees Celsius. Your shelter must protect against both. Deploy your thermal insulation sheets along shelter walls. This creates a stable internal temperature. Your emergency beacon must be set up within the first hour. Future rescue teams will track this signal. Check your radiation detector hourly. Solar radiation levels are extreme without modern atmospheric protection. Your shelter's location should be at least 500 meters from any active volcanic vents or acid pools. Store your food supplies in sealed containers. The corrosive atmosphere will contaminate exposed items. Monitor your oxygen levels constantly. Your recycling system can maintain breathable air for 72 hours. Keep your pressure suit on standby at all times. Equipment failure could flood your shelter with toxic gas. Document your surroundings with your kit's camera. This data will be crucial for future rescue attempts. Your emergency medical kit contains anti-radiation tablets. Take one every 12 hours without fail. Set up your chemical toilet system. Waste must be completely sealed to prevent contamination. The time machine's emergency beacon should pulse every 10 minutes. Check it hasn't been damaged. Your shelter should have 2 sealed chambers. This creates an airlock system for added protection. Maintain your equipment meticulously. Even small malfunctions can be fatal in this environment. Keep your emergency escape pack ready. You may need to relocate quickly if conditions worsen. Your survival depends on staying calm and methodical. Panic will only waste precious oxygen and energy. Check all seals and connections every 4 hours. The corrosive atmosphere will degrade materials quickly. Monitor the ground for seismic activity. Tectonic plates are highly unstable in this time period. Your emergency rations are designed for 10 days. Strict rationing may extend this to 15 days. Keep detailed logs of all environmental readings. This data may help you predict dangerous changes. Your shelter must be mobile if possible. Volcanic activity can force rapid relocation. Remember that rescue may take weeks. Your primary goal is creating a sustainable living environment. Begin searching for natural caves or rock formations that can shield you from the toxic atmosphere and radiation. You must seal any shelter entrance with your tarp, creating an airlock system to minimize exposure to the deadly air. Your survival suit's oxygen reserves will only last 72 hours. You need to establish a base camp within the first 4 hours. Test the acidity levels of any water sources using your suit's chemical analyzer. Most surface water will be lethal. Collect condensation from your shelter's walls. It's safer than external water sources and filtered by rock layers. You need to consume 2,000 calories daily. Your emergency rations will only last 5 days at half portions. Search for chemosynthetic bacteria near underwater volcanic vents. They're one of the few food sources in this era. Your suit can process these primitive organisms into edible paste. You must harvest them every 48 hours to maintain supplies. Set up your emergency beacon immediately. The temporal retrieval window closes in exactly 14 days. Monitor your radiation detector constantly. Levels above 100 millisieverts require immediate shelter in deeper cave systems. Create marker systems using rope and reflective suit material to navigate back to your base camp. You must maintain your suit's integrity. Even a small tear will expose you to lethal atmospheric hydrogen sulfide. Establish 3 different shelter locations within 5 kilometers of each other. Don't risk everything on one location. Your flint can be used to create spark signals, but save it primarily for sterilizing tools and water. Check your suit seals every 4 hours. The acidic atmosphere will gradually degrade even reinforced materials. Conserve energy during peak UV radiation periods. Your suit's cooling system drains power rapidly. Set up water collection systems using your tarp during rare methane rain events. Filter it 3 times. You must maintain your mental health. Establish daily routines and keep a log of your survival activities. The knife can be used to harvest mineral samples. Some contain chemicals your suit can process into oxygen. Don't attempt long-distance exploration. Stay within 10 kilometers of your primary shelter at all times. Watch for signs of ancient microbial mats. They indicate areas with slightly higher oxygen content. Your compass will malfunction due to different magnetic fields. Use geological features for navigation instead. Create emergency supply caches in each shelter location. Don't carry all resources in one place. Monitor your suit's waste recycling system hourly. It's your only source of clean water in this environment. You must exercise daily despite the hostile conditions. Muscle atrophy will compromise your survival chances. Build elevated platforms in your shelters. Toxic heavy metals in the ground can damage your suit while sleeping. Keep your emergency beacon at the highest point possible. The toxic atmosphere reduces signal strength by 60%. Remember that rescue teams can only attempt extraction during specific temporal windows every 72 hours. Stay away from any geothermal activity. The heat will overwhelm your suit's temperature regulation systems. Document any temporal anomalies you encounter. This information is crucial for successful extraction. Notice your oxygen recycler's hum becoming irregular, the first sign of critical system failure. Your suit's power reserves have dropped below 15%, forcing you to conserve every precious watt of energy. Watch helplessly as toxic gases begin seeping through microfractures in your suit's deteriorating seals. You must remain calm despite the situation. Panic will only accelerate oxygen consumption and hasten the inevitable. Check your remaining supplies: 2 hours of oxygen, half a liter of water, and rapidly failing life support systems. Scan the alien landscape one final time. Endless volcanic plains under a rusty orange sky devoid of life. Your time machine's quantum core has completely destabilized, eliminating any hope of temporal escape. Find a relatively flat area away from sulfuric vents. You'll need a final resting place with a view of the stars. Arrange your remaining supplies and equipment methodically. Future explorers may someday find these artifacts. Record final coordinates and conditions in your log. Scientific data may prove invaluable to future missions. Your suit temperature regulation is failing. Feel the creeping heat of this ancient world seeping in. Look up at unfamiliar constellations through the toxic haze. The sky holds patterns lost to future ages. Document the strange beauty of this hostile world while consciousness remains. Every observation matters. Your breathing becomes labored as filters struggle against the poisonous atmosphere of early Earth. Remember your training. Stay focused on tasks until the end. Maintain dignity and purpose in final moments. Watch the double sunset paint the volcanic landscape in surreal colors, never seen by human eyes before. Your suit's power drops to 5%. Emergency systems are shutting down one by one in predetermined sequence. Feel a profound peace watching ancient stars wheel overhead in patterns lost to time. Leave your final message, coordinates, data, and a farewell to those who may follow in distant millennia. Close your eyes as systems fail. You've become part of Earth's long story, witnessed its violent birth. The ancient world claims you, your atoms joining the cosmic dance that will someday birth new stars. Your consciousness dims like your suit's fading displays, merging with the eternal flow of deep time. Drift away knowing you've seen wonders no human ever has, becoming one with Earth's earliest dawn. The prehistoric silence enfolds you as the last systems quiet, leaving only the wind's ancient song. Find serenity in joining the vast cycles of matter and energy that will someday shape familiar worlds. Your journey ends here in Earth's violent youth, but your elements will dance through eons to come. Rest now in this alien landscape that will transform countless times before humans walk the Earth. The ancient stars wheel overhead, timeless witnesses to your final adventure in Earth's deepest past. Your story becomes part of the rock record, waiting to be discovered in some distant future age. The eternal cycles continue as your consciousness fades into the vast flow of geological time.